Banastre Tarleton was one of the best cavalry commanders of the American Revolutionary War, with some amazing victories that he should not have been able to pull off. He gave the British people something to be proud of when the war in the Southern Campaign was starting to look bleak, but he ultimately helped doom the British Army with his mistake at Cowpens. I believe Tarleton was not qualified enough to lead an army, and Cornwallis didn't see his inability to command because he had so much success up until that point. Now, Tarleton was enrolled in one of the finest cavalry training centers in Britain, but he left early so he could fight in America, so his training was never completed. He relied on his bravery and skills as a horseback rider to carry him up the ranks, and it worked. This caught the attention of John Graves Simcoe, commander of the Queen's Rangers, and he took young Tarleton under his wing and taught him some very basic strategies. After General Sir Henry Clinton chose Tarleton to command the British Legion, he was shipped off to the south without any training on how to lead this legion. If you look at his battle plans for Monk's Corner and Waxhaws, they're extremely basic. Line up your infantry in a row, place cavalry on the flanks, and march forward, fire a volley, then charge. It's not complex, and the only reason it worked so well, I believe, was because Tarleton knew the importance of the element of surprise, and he was going up against mostly militia. He was used to commanding between 75 to 350 troops at a single time, and he was great with these small numbers because he could be quick with his maneuvers and strikes. This changed when he was given 1,150 troops with infantry, cavalry, artillery, and supplies for the Cowpens campaign. If you look at his movements and strategies, it was unchanged from when he was commanding smaller numbers of troops. This ultimately led to the defeat at Cowpens and was one of the nails in the coffin for the British in the Southern Campaign. Tarleton was out of his comfort zone throughout the entire Cowpens campaign, and even the other officers in the British Army noted his inexperience, and they even complained to General Cornwallis, but Cornwallis kept his faith that Tarleton could get the job done. This is also backed up by the fact that when Tarleton was reverted back to commanding 75 to 200 troops, he started winning battles again, and at Guilford Courthouse, he led some daring charges and helped break the Virginia lines, even though he was missing 2 fingers on his good hand. He just did not have the training or the skill to lead large troops in 18th century combat, and this was one of the big flaws of the Southern Campaign. Cornwallis got tunnel vision. He saw that Tarleton was about the only commander that was having consistent success, and so he thought he could scale up that success to an actual campaign, and it ultimately bit him in the butt.